everybody, welcome back to another episode of Dad Games Badly. We are back here today with some more NHL 21 and our Tulsa Boars 2 Ways to Win Draft to Glory franchise. Now, our last season did not go as well as we'd hoped. We were outside of a playoff spot, and we did not get a decent draft pick. I don't believe we got anybody like super amazing. Maybe like a medium 4 or medium top 6. I don't quite remember. So we can just take a quick look here. Unsigned players. Was it Bison Ice? 2029? Yeah. So Jameson Bison Ice can skate. Can kind of do it. He is another two-way guy. 5'11" though, so kind of tiny. And then we've got a bunch of other guys that are... We got some decent, options that have some potential. And then some people who just don't have potential at all. And then on the goaltending side, of course, we have Mazzaros, who's medium elite. And then in regards to all goalies, main roster, Hamill, Leached, Manning, and then Maltby, Shatan, Stromberg is also signed this season. I don't know how much time he's going to be getting, though. We'll try and give him a little bit depending on how well things are going down there. So while we're here, let's go ahead and take a look at the lines. While that loads, please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Let's go ahead and take a look at this top line. Vic Konopka is a 90 overall. Antonovich is a 90 overall. Volkov an 89. LeBlond, Smith, and DeRosier. Oh, it changed. Okay, so I had a different... I moved the goalies or the coaches around, and just wanted to kind of see. Like LeBlond is a fourth line. He can pass. Who can shoot here? You can shoot. You can pass. Okay, so you're all playmakers. Browner. I'm just going to do that because I know Browner will perform. Thomas Modine is here as well. He is an 83 overall. Like, honestly, our forwards are pretty dang good, and they're all ours, which is the most important thing. And then on defense, this is where I really need to take a look. Jackie Froats is leading the team with Dwayne McCauley. Cornette is here. Might go ahead. No, we are going to keep Cornyn on the bottom pair there. Just want to make sure I'm not missing a 3. Jackie, anywhere you can go? No, perfect. Yeah, and then in net, as I said, you've got the likes of Dustin Hamill and Ralph Leach. Dustin still really good on that glove side, glove high. Like, you can't get it past him, but everywhere else it kind of drops off, and people know that. Can recover, good rebound control, good poke check. Good durability and endurance and vision. Speed's all right. Angles is pretty good too. So we have some issues, and then of course Ralph Leach. He's better on the stick side. He's kind of more well-rounded. His glove side is not good, and they both shoot left or catch left. So down here you've got Rocky Maltby, who's high glove. His gloves, well, he's just not that great right now, but he's also 74. But he's 24, so I don't think he's going to get much better, in all honesty. Actually, you know what? If that's the case, how old is Shatan? Shatan is 21. Stromberg is... Okay. Sorry, Maltby. You're getting scratched. Buddy, you're 24. Actually, I wonder if I can find a trade. I don't like to do this, but honestly, I'd prefer he gets some actual time. Come on, that's not what I wanted at all. Why is Connor Brown on at the trade block? Alright, Rocky. No trades found. Alright. And we'll keep Manning on roster because I don't really care. See, there are no trades available. All right. I just make a quick little jaunt in here. Who needs An AHL goalie that is, you know, fairly decent. Let's see. I mean, you could, Anaheim could use one. You've got Yashin, you're fine. You're fine. Well, you've got Lundqvist, who's a starter. And you've got a 75. Let's go. Well, there are not some good goalies. Well, I guess it is preseason and stuff like. All right, we're just gonna give it to Anaheim. And let's just see what we can get for picks. I got Buffalo's third. Cool. I'll take it. Don't need much more than that. Gives him a chance to play elsewhere and actually get some minutes, and keeps him from coming onto the roster if that is a problem. And then we didn't look at the lines in Kansas City, but we'll take a quick peek here. Dwight Cook is ours. Ranta, Cody Little, Bendahan, Chandler Stevenson is here to fill a gap. Actually, I just want to make sure anybody who is scratched, it's all defensemen. Of course it is. Unfortunately, unlike Gustav Volkov, Matty Williams never really worked out for us on the defensive side of things. He's been great when he plays. Let's go medium 4, top 6, low elite, top 6. Kurt Card or Maurice Poirier. Or do I have anybody like super old that like Darius Barabal just has never really gotten a chance to play in the NHL, because we got basically brought Jack Froats in, and I would like these two to get playing time because I need more what do you call it, righties. Let's just take a look at the scratch again. Don't care about you. It's just Matty Williams who I would care about, and he is a lefty, low elite. Why do I always hit the back button too many times? Right. Defense on the left side. I'm gonna sit Kurt Card for Matty Williams. We're the same age. I want Matty to get some playing time. I won't do that, but I'll do this. All right, that works for me. We are going to basically sim to the regular season. I did everything else. And we get... I brought this goalie coach in to fill it out, and then I realized I had to meet coaches around to find the best fit. And the coach we have is I don't know if he's new, but he is definitely fairly decent. He was a 63% chemistry with the players, which I really liked. Everybody else was in the low 50s, maybe a 56 in there, but that wasn't enough to do it for me. All right, so now we can finally get into the season and what's going to happen there. Simulating, drinking water, spilling it down my shirt. All right, salary cap, that's fine. We were like 2 million to the cap this year because we had to sign a lot of players. Okay, already done. Scout assignments, that's already done. And here we are. Now this team is fully ours. There is not a single player on the NHL squad that we did not draft or sign after being put on and not getting, like, signing to an entry-level contract. So let's take a look at our overalls. I'm keeping my eyes closed. Is it good? Is it bad? Is it good? Is it bad? Who knows? Let's find out. An 88, 87, and a 79. So 88 offense, 87 defense, 79 goaltending, 89 offense. They have a terrible goalie, 64 overall. You know, a lot of these teams didn't have great goalies. Maybe we can make something happen. Maybe we can make something happen. Maybe I shouldn't have drafted all those goalies. No, we needed to. How else would we have known who our goalie of the future is? And so far, it's none of them. So I'm hoping for a playoff berth this season, starting enough strong with a 2-1 shootout loss, or shootout loss, rather. I mean, it's a week into the season. Ooh, starting off real strong team. That's what I like to see. 3-1 win, finally, third game of the season against Carolina. Then an 8-6 loss and an 8-3 win against Vancouver. 7-2 loss. I'm going to say it now. Dustin Hamill is not the future of this team. 2-5-1 after the first season. Not liking that. Dusty, buddy, what's going on? I mean, Volkov has 15 points in 8 games already. Konopka had 12 points, 12 points, 15 points, 4, 5, 3, 4, 5, 2. Oh, Peter Chalarik is here, sorry. He's the only person. Nikita Korobov, Henrik Alvestad. No, I don't want Emmanuel there. Who's the best center here? Magnus Ekholm, welcome to the party. Alright, let's see how this goes. That first line is doing everything they need to. That first pair. It's that first pair and Ruben Earl, but I'm not like too upset by that. Okay. If I knew how to cry, then I would cry, because this is not good. 2 starting goalies, A1 or 1A and 1B, can't get it done. Oh goodness. So how are we doing down here? Beautiful. 5-3. Dwight Cook has 6 points in 8 games. You know, no real studs down there, but that is okay. So let's just sim through it, folks. We'll sim another month here and take a look. Hopefully the team can turn it around. They obviously have the ability. Big win against Colorado to start the month, and a shootout loss against Edmonton the day after. Another win against Minnesota. Montreal's up next. We win and beat Tampa as well. Now 6-5-2. Looks like the team had a tough October, but they seem to be turning it around in November. A little bit weaker draft than normal. That's okay. We are only looking for the best of the best anyway. That means just the top players will not be so great. 8-7-2, now 9-7-2 after beating Columbus on the Wednesday, beating the Jets shortly afterwards, then the Islanders for a 4-game win streak after beating the Ducks. Then we lose to the Rangers the following Wednesday. It's now December 1st, and we lose to Ottawa shortly after as well. So now 12-9-2 on the month, or on the season. Good for second in the division. Jets quietly after us. Volkov now with 35 points in 23 games. Absolute stud. I mean, honestly, you cannot hate this top line. There we go. Now they're starting to click. Trent Smith, like, where did we pick up Trent from? No, he was a 7th round draft pick. A 7th round draft pick. He's 24. He does everything you need him to do and more, which is fantastic. Nice. I am really starting to like these numbers. Olvestad, I would like a little bit more out of you, bud. You bring enough to the table, but you are definitely more a defensive player. And you're a 0 plus minus with 23 penalty minutes and 10. Yeah, you know, I don't hate you, Henrik. Good job. Defensively, they have turned it around. Both were in double digits now, almost even. Beautiful. Again, not hating that. And the goalies, that's what we care about the most. Ralph Leached. Numbers are better. Numbers are better. Okay, guys, let's go. All right, the team's starting to pull it around. They realized, hey, we are better than this. Coach, GM, owner, Dad Games Badly is going to be very upset. Especially with the amount, like, okay, I'm paying almost $40 million for my top line. And I believe Trent Smith just made another 11. So I have 5 players making up 50 or half my roster value. They are performing admirably. That I am not concerned about. It's everybody else. You know, two-way players, you're never really going to have those over the top. We did get lucky, you know, with Kodopka obviously early. Antonovich in free agency, as well as some of the playmakers and stuff like that that we've picked up that have kind of filled out the roster. They were not players that we planned on picking, but they said two-way when we drafted them. To our best of our ability when we looked into it, they were two-way players, and then it turned out they were not. So, and I've seen it where people you think are going to be a sniper comes out and they're full-on two-ways or power forwards, or it just doesn't add up all the time. So you do what you can do. This month has not been going well. 2, 3, 4, 5 wins on the month, quite a few losses. 19 or 18, 15, and 3. About to face the Leafs here. Heading into January. Why was it showing the Leafs? Weird. 52 points. Yeah, like. $44 points. 46 points. 52 points. Alright, this line could be doing better. Like, the fact that they're only around the 20-point range in January after playing 30s, well... okay, I'll back up. I forget how good this top line is. Like, they are legit. Like, let's go back. Konopka. Let's see, 105, 82, 198. Like, this top line is over the top. Antonovich, the same thing. You know, more on a lesser end than the other two. And then Gustav Volkov, like, had his best season last year. 106 points. I don't believe I turned up the scoring either. Just double check that. I'm just gonna turn that off. Yeah, it's still on medium, so I didn't touch any of the sim engine scoring or shot frequency or any of that. These are just legit, like, superstars that we drafted. And then one that LA gave up on. Haha! Suck it, Kings. Yeah, so obviously I'm not going to look at all the stats because obviously we know the numbers are going to be down for the goalies, down for defense, and all that fun stuff. So we will go ahead and sim to February 1st. Let's see if we can get a grip on things here. 3-2 shootout loss to St. Louis to start off the month, and a 4-1 win against Nashville. Detroit's up next. Can we get the W? We do in a shootout 2-1. Lose to Colorado, but I know we can beat the Oilers, and we don't. Minnesota's up next. 6-3 win. Montreal, Tampa on the back-to-back. Lose 1, win 1. 8-1 loss to Montreal is not what you want to see. Boston's up next. We win that one in overtime, then lose to Chicago on Monday night. Beat Philly, lose to the Penguins, and then the All-Star break is over. 24-20. Volkov now with 72 points. We're sitting outside of a playoff spot. We're a wild card spot, playoff spot. We're not too far out. We could still make it. But I'm honestly not having the greatest thoughts with this. Like, I mean, I still wish this line was scoring more. Who can score? It's literally nobody. Okay. Who we got down here? Does anybody just have like ridiculous scoring? Cody does. And Marcus. Cody, how's your season going, buddy? I don't like that, and you can't skate. No, it's not going to work for me. Actually, I want to check goaltending while we're down here. How's everyone doing? Like, Matty Williams is so good. And now he's a 77 overall, by the way. He was 75 to start the season. Shatan and Stromberg, great numbers this season, boys. That's what I like to see. All right, I'm not going to make any changes. It's not worth it. Nobody is quite there yet. Funny that Zemgus Gergensons is our point leader. And I'm an idiot, and I actually signed him for 2 seasons instead of 1. So we'll be seeing that face again next season. March 1st is coming up, and then on the 3rd is the trade deadline. And we'll see if anything big happens. Big win against Columbus. Can we beat the Jets? We don't, but we do get a point. Canucks have fired their head coach. Islanders Ducks up next. We win 1, lose 1, or lose 1, win 1. Rangers, that's a win. Ottawa, that's a loss. And San Jose, that's a loss. All right, New Jersey, can we do this? We do. Buffalo, Florida, Calgary this week. I'd like to win all 3. That would be the best 6-5 overtime win against Buffalo. 3-2 loss against Florida. And then Calgary, we beat them in the shootout. Beat Toronto, Dallas, LA to finish off the month. Lose to Dallas, get shut out. And then we beat LA 5-3. Now we're in second place with 69 points, 32, 25, and 5. You love to see it. There's 20 games left in the season, and Volkov has 93 points. MVP. MVP. Like, Konopka has 88 points. 90 points for Antonovich. So everyone on the top line is over a point per game with 20 games left of this season. Oh my goodness. Yeah, like, you really want your second line hitting, 45, 50 points, 40 to 60 points. So you've got 2 guys in their 30s and 1 guy in 40s. The other 2 need to pick it up. Trent needs to, just keep doing what he's doing. Yeah, I don't hate that. I wish Olvestad's like plus minus was a little bit better. His defensive awareness isn't as great as it could be, so hopefully that grows. We won't look at the rest of the numbers again, but I just want to take a look basically at everything that's going on there. And then now that we're here, we are going to sim to the 4th. We've got 1 game before then, and the trade deadline is coming up. The Pro Scout is going to be like, hey, bud, you want to update your trade block? And I say, no, thank you very much. Trade alert, Dominic Cahoon gets traded with Jared Anderson Dolan from Columbus to Winnipeg for a first, Beckett and Giuliano. That first was in 2031 and is currently 2030. So that will be next year's draft. We will keep our current trade block, thank you. We will continue simming through. That was a big trade before the deadline. I like to see it. And that is a huge loss, 9-3 against the Coyotes. What's gonna happen here? Seems like a big day full of trades. Maybe, maybe not. Who knows? Nashville would like to put Denny Mulligan on waivers. We will decline that. All right, let us take a look here. All right. Player and pick tradings. Peyton Krebs went from Tampa to Anaheim with a third, and Justin Barron for some players. Casey Middlestat went from LA with some picks to Philly for some players. Dawson Mercer went from Vancouver to Nashville for a pick and player. Brendan Goulet went from Arizona to Detroit for a couple players. Don't know. Some picks and players traded. Vinny Hinostroza went to Islanders from St. Louis. Artemi Panarin went from Minnesota to Washington with a pick and a player. And if you haven't seen the latest Marie Leclerc Be a Pro story on Mondays, that was a good one. Unfortunately, Breadman is gone. We will have to try and find him once the season starts. And everyone has a couple games in. Travis Konechny goes from Florida to New Jersey for Ty Smith and a pick. Dominic Cahoon, we already saw that deal. Dominic Kubalik, Cale Clegg, and Mackenzie McEachran go from LA to San Jose for a couple players. All right, so we will go ahead and finish off the season. 120, 130 points, you think, for Volkov this season? I say he does it. Let's go and get through this last season. 7-1 win against Vegas Golden Knights. Take that, Julian. 5-4 shutout win against Carolina. A shootout win, rather. 6-4 loss to the Caps. Then a 3-1 win against the Canucks. 3-2 shootout win against the Blues. And then we lose to the Preds. Detroit's up next. We beat them finally. Colorado, Edmonton, back-to-back win. And a shootout loss. Minnesota, we win. Another back-to-back game against Montreal and Tampa. Lose one, win one more time. Boston up next at the end of the month, and we win that. 41, 29, and 6 on the season. Looks to be about 7 games or so left. 6. 6 games left. We have 88 points. We are leading the division, surprisingly. Best team is going to be probably Ottawa or Edmonton, depending. And Volkov has 118 points. Oh my goodness. 118 points, 113, 110. He had 106 last season. He had 106 last season. He's only he had 106 last season, and thus far, with 6 games left, he has only shot 5 more times. LA, what are you doing, man? You guys fucked up. And he hits? Are you kidding me? All right. Who's the... Antonovich is the power play points leader. I have an idea. There's 6 games left, okay. I don't think I'm going to mess anything up if I make this change. I'm just going to make that change. Look. Trent Smith passing over to Konopka, Antonovich to Volkov. I don't care. If we have 2 solid, like, top 6, we will be unstoppable. Our defense is good. Goaltending is decent enough to win us a game. 4-1 win against Chicago. Philly's up next on the Thursday night. 5-3 loss. Probably a Saturday matinee game about 1 p.m. 3-2 overtime win. Can we beat Columbus coming up next? 5-2 loss. Still 1 point above the Sabres. Oh, no. 1 point up above the Jets, I believe, who we have to beat here. And we don't. 6-5 loss. They take over. Final game of the season for all the marbles. Let's sim it. and see what happens. All right, first period down. Tulsa scores. Trent Smith gets one on Mackenzie Blackwood, 8:02 into the first period. Mika Zabinajad scores one on Ralph Leached, 14 minutes into the second. And we go to the third period. Tulsa on the early power play. Nothing going. Oh, Vic Konopka gets one. Mackenzie Blackwood. Look at that second line I put together. Scoring goals. Zabinajad gets his second on the night. I don't like the looks of this. 8 minutes left. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And we're going to overtime. And we'll go ahead and sim through this one. Anything going to happen? Anybody going to score? Nothing going on. All right. It is now the shootout, and the game is over. Konopka and Volkov both score on Mackenzie Blackwood to take the win. 3 stars of that game. Obviously going to be Zabinajad, Blackwood, and Trent Smith with 2 points. Definitely thought it would have been Konopka with one of the game winners, but can't hate on that. Second in the division, unfortunately. It looks like the Jets were able to win their last game, but we're going back to the playoffs, everybody. Let's go. Volkov, 126 points in 82 games. Oh, be still my beating heart. Konopka with 116, Antonovich 116, Trent Smith with 63. Okay. So you look at that. The second line that we had together got it done. 40 to 50 points is what I asked for. Modine kind of on the lower end. DeRosier a little bit higher. Smith as well. Browner with 30. I don't hate that. Jackie Froats with 24. Broke even on the season. Fleury pretty dang close. Korobov. Anybody really disappointing? No, even Ruben Earl had over 10 points. You know, if everybody on your team can have double digits in points, that is not a bad season. I do want to look into goalies. Hamill and Leach were not good, but the first month was not great for them. Any rookie skaters? Modine with 44 points. Don't know if it's enough to win the Calder. We'll take a look here. It will not be. Jaden Forrest with 58 points in Buffalo. Good job. Was he playing? Yeah, he was playing like third line minutes. All right, let's take a look here. Gustav Volkov is going to win the awards this season. Best first line in the NHL, right here. Volkov, Konopka, Antonovich. Where are they all from? Honestly, I love that, like, they're not even like from around each other. Like these two would be, but you're American, Vic. I fucking love it. Look at this. All right, goal scoring leader, obviously it's going to be Volkov. If anybody has over 67 goals, Connor McDavid had 58 and 110 points. Like, assist leader, Antonovich with 96, Barzal with 90, pretty dang good. Plus minus leader, Philstrom with 46, Volkov with 35 is ours. Shot percentage, Igor Korshkov, 11 points in 19 games, dude. Legit. This guy, like, I'm really sad the Leafs got rid of him, but I obviously understand why they did it. For defense, let's take a quick look at who the best was. Brandstrom. Yeah, well, our best guy had like 30 some odd points, so cool. Can't be too upset by that. We'll take a quick look here at how the AHL team did, but we don't care as much. 122 points. Won the championship. Those goalies. Actually, I do care about the goalies. Dwight Cook had 57. And goalie-wise, beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful numbers on everybody. I love to see it. 58, 16, and 6. They went off. But they don't have a Gustav Volkov. Could you imagine if I had one down there just waiting to break into the NHL? Maybe, but you don't let those guys sit in the HL. They come up as soon as possible. All right, so let's go ahead. I'm just so excited of how the season went. Like, I was up and down and up and down. All right. Just waiting for the season to end and see who we'll be facing in the first round. It'll be the Colorado Avalanche. Now, we're going to take a quick look at how they compare to our team. Jason Dalton, Colin White, Mikko Rantanen, Zach McEwen, Angelo Bodie, Shane Bowers. I mean, honestly, they have a pretty solid top six. Ryan Donato, Sean Monahan, Zach Senyshyn, Simon Holmstrom, Matthew Highmore, Oscar Lindblom. Honestly, they are a solid team who deserve to be where they are. Chikrin, Makar, Bryant Clark, Schustrom, Lindell, Luzon, and in net, Demko and Benoral. Okay, I was like, we picked up a guy whose name was Binaural, but I didn't think he was a goalie. So, obviously, Colorado looks pretty good. They're going to be a tough team. We are going to have to focus and get them beat. But, what are you going to do? Oh, cancel. Yes. I'm going to sim to the game. They were 39 and 32 and 11 on this season. The 5 games that we won, they lost in overtime or a shootout. So, let's take a quick look here at the team's overalls and how they compare. Obviously an 88, 87, and a 79 compared to a 90, 86, and a 78. So our goaltending is better, our defense is better, but their offense is slightly better. Their bottom 6 is better than ours. So that would be the one. We are just going to go ahead and sim through game number 1. 9-4 loss. Fantastic. How about game number 2? 4-1 loss. All right, making a change. Sorry, Vic. It's not working out. Can we get one, at least? 6-3 win. There we go. Vic Konopka now has 6 points. He had 3. Come on, guys. We need to win this one. I do not want to go out in the first round again. These games are close, each and every one of them. And we're going to game 7. You kidding me? All right, we're going to simulate it because it's either going to end here or it's going to continue on with my heart beating like a frickin' drum. All right, Tulsa, what can you do for me? 2 to win. Konopka, McCauley get goals. The Senyshyn gets 1 to start it all off. Let's go ahead into the second period. Nothing happening. Let's go ahead and play through the third. Donato gets 1 to tie it up on Hamill. Tulsa on the power play. Nothing happens. Come on, Tulsa. You're better than this. You're doubling them up on shots. Put something in the net. Anything. Anything at all. Just pump it in there. Or get some shots. You know, do something. All right, heading into overtime, folks. Full 20 minutes of overtime here in the playoffs. And Tulsa wins it. Peter Choleric. Of course he does. Scores on Thatcher Demko. Let's go. 3 stars. Choleric, obviously. Hamill and Senyshyn. I mean, sure, he let in 2 goals. I guess I didn't shoot that many shots on him. They made it through. Konopka has 13 points in 7 games. Oh my goodness. Volkov with 10, Antonovich. Yeah, making that change really helped. You know, even they're not doing too bad. Like, I'm not too upset by that, so. Definitely really happy to see that. And it looks like Darius German with 9 points in 6 games was able to lead the team through to the next round. All right, playoffs is over. We are going to be facing the Anaheim Ducks next. We'll take a quick look here at how they compare. Hey, we're considered a buyer now. Klim Klostin, Savoy, Timashov, Thomas, Lundestrom, Comtois, Jones, LaRue, Frank, Hector Frank. All right, Valerie Nichushkin, Brandon Tremp, and Jace Coe. No points in 7 games. How did he do this season for them overall? 34 points in 82 games. Yeah, you know, that's the kind of player he is. He's playing better minutes, I would assume. So good for you, Jace. Congratulations. Hayden Fleury's here with Ekblad, Pionk, Butcher, Middleton, and Barron. And in net, Parazogan and Rocky Maltby. Hey, Rocky. Rocky's had a pretty good... I'm assuming that's your regular season numbers. No, it's not. You didn't have the best regular season. To be fair, Rocky Maltby was decent for us. And that's what I kind of would expect to see in his first season in the NHL, is playoff stats. Been doing... Oh, that's AHL playoff stats. So he killed it in the AHL, apparently. So he had one of his better seasons with them. Congratulations, Rocky. Glad we could help you out like that, bud. Let's take a quick look here at the overalls, and we'll start simming through those games. All right, 88. We already know what we are. They're 91, 83, 74. So obviously we have the better offense and goaltending. And I'm hoping our first line, the VAK line, can get it done. 4-0 loss in game 1. Fantastic. 5-3 win in game 2. Heading into game 3 in Anaheim. Can we get the win? We do. 10-6. Was Rocky Maltby in net? Holy cow. 6-5 overtime loss. Now 2-2. Vic Kanaka with 21 points in 11 games. 3-1 win. Heading into game number 6. Can we take it home here? We do not. It's an overtime loss. I don't care about draft rankings right now. What is even going on? All right, we're in game 7 against the Anaheim Ducks. Let's go ahead and get through this period. Nothing happening in the first. Korobov on the 4th line getting a goal in the second. And we head into the third with Shrep getting one. Ekblad getting another. Shortly after, Pionk getting another. Dusty, buddy. Konopka's putting a Band-Aid on it, but we need one more. Choleric, let's go! Oh, yes, that goes to waste. We have 16 shots in this game. Tulsa, put it together. All you need is one more shot. Make it count. Make it count. We're heading into overtime. 3-3. This team, I tell ya. And just like that, Vic Konopka scores another OT winner. And they take it 4-3. Actually, I think Choleric scored the last one, but Konopka, 2 goals, 5 hits. Ekholm, 2 assists. Jace Coe, 2 assists. You fucking asshole. Are you kidding me right now? Please tell me Rocky Maltby played. He did not. Did Maltby play at all? That's what I need to know. Did Maltby play at all? 23 points in 14 games. What is going on? What is going on? Okay, so Rocky Maltby did play in that game. He made 12 saves, but we scored 10 goals against. Oh my goodness. I knew it. I absolutely knew it. Looks like we'll be taking on Vegas, Julian. I hope you're happy. This will be an interesting series, that is for sure. Looks like the AHL team was not able to do it. Syracuse took them out. Just wasn't enough. So game number 1 in Vegas, 49, 28, and 5. I know we beat them a few times throughout the season, so I'd like to see it here. 2 to win, 2 to win, 2-1 loss in game 1. Game 2, that's a 4-2 loss. I'm not liking the looks of this. Game number 3, 5-2 loss, and if we get swept after going 14 games from here, we do not. We get a 3-0 win in game number 4 to keep our hopes alive. Heading into, well, you know what? We might as well just sim them because they're all elimination games at this point. So through the first period, we have a 1-0 lead. Ruben Earl scoring from the point. Vegas getting 2, McKinnon and Oleski. You know what? Oops, cancel. I forgot to look at the team at Vegas, so I'll do that afterwards. And then we've got one last period. Can Tulsa score to tie it up? 2 to win. Oleski gets another one. Not liking the looks of that. And it's just not happening. Vegas gets another power play. Quinn Byfield scores. And it looks like it's all over from here. Our top line, the top 3 weren't able to get it done. And that is the end of Tulsa's season, unfortunately. It just was not good enough. Jordan Bennington is in net for Vegas. Get a good chuckle out of that one. All right, we'll take a quick look here at this Vegas team and how they look. Andreas Janssen is here. Carson McKinnon. Johan Bemstrom. Wasn't he on ours? No. Oleski, another former first-round pick, 5th overall. Bemstrom was 18th overall. McKinnon was 3rd overall. Mark Stone's still here. Quinn Byfield. Alexander Giroux, 2nd-round pick. Brett Leeson is here. Radoslav Dvorak, former 2nd-round pick. Brendan Pietrangelo, former 1st-round pick. Preston Kreider, former 1st-round pick. Kevin Stanton, former 1st-round pick. Hey, well, you know what? Some of these guys are pretty low end, so good for them. Defensively, looking like Shea Theodore, Evan Bouchard, Ryan Pulock, Samuel Girard. Honestly, their defense is made up of everybody who has not been drafted by them. Jordan Biddington and Griffin. How do we lose? Fucking joke. Anyway, that is unfortunate that the season is over. Konopka with 26 points in 19 games. Like, what a stud. He kind of slowed down near at the end. Maybe I should have tried moving him back. But not much you could do about that. Vegas wins, going to be facing Carolina in the finals. Who gets game 1? It goes to Carolina. Game 2 goes to Vegas. Let's actually take a quick look here at what Carolina looks like, because that's who we would have fought in the finals had we've gotten there. DeBrusk, Aho, Svetch, Michas, Suzuki, McTavish, Rubitsov, Pomeranov, Oliver Suni, Chance Horton, Ritu, and Astles. Defensively, Hamilton, Bachquist, Matheson, Bodan, Saprikin, and Siegenthaler. Fairly decent, Merzlikins, and Rollison. If you go off goaltending, the winner should be Carolina. Game number 3 goes to Vegas. Game number 4 coming up next goes to Vegas. Game number 5, it's an elimination game for Carolina. They got to get it together, and they weren't able to do it. Playoffs have ended. Stanley Cup champions, Vegas Golden Knights. Calder Cup champions, Lehigh Valley Phantoms. Congratulations to everybody on a great season. Let's take a quick look here at the awards, because we know we've got a lot. Vegas winning the Stanley Cup and the President's Trophy going to Edmonton. Individual awards: Volkov winning the Art Ross, the Hart; Brandstrom winning the James Norris; Barzell winning the Lady Byng; Forrest winning the Calder; Binnington winning the Conn Smythe; DiPietro winning the Vezina in Detroit and the Jennings; Whiting winning the Masterton in Minnesota; Peterson winning the Jack Adams in Buffalo; Jack Hughes winning the Selke; Ted Lindsay going to Volkov, and the Maurice Richard. So, Ted Lindsay, Maurice Richard, Art Ross, and Hart Memorial Trophy all go into Mr. Volkov's wonderful trophy cabinet. So, that was a pretty good season for us. I don't know necessarily if there was any awards in the AHL for us, but we can take a look here. We obviously get those ones. Oh, we do have somebody, who was it? Shatan winning the lowest goals against average. So pretty dang good for them. I'd like to see some growth. Hopefully we do. Dustin Hamill is pretty much on his way out. Let's keep going. New salary cap is coming in. And then we're almost through. We're just going to keep doing it this way instead of going to the calendar because it just takes more time. Well, it'll probably take about the same amount of time, but you can just listen to the thumping and the talking of my voice. Honestly, I'm not disappointed in this season. Like, I'm disappointed we lost, but they came back. They did what they needed to do, and I'm very happy about it. From here, you can see New Jersey jump 6-1 because, of course, they do. They are the new Edmonton. Columbus jumping 10-2, and at Dallas jumping 11-3. Like, what an absolute joke. Just let the worst team in the league get the best draft pick. They fucking suck and they need it. So we'll go into retirements. And then we can look into drafting some players. So view retired players. Losing the likes of John Tavares, Huberdeau, Scheifele, Kuzi, Stoner. After winning a cup in Vegas, congratulations, Mark. You deserve it. Go enjoy your time off. Galley's retiring. Tatar, Pajot, Schwartz, Toffoli, Brock Nelson, Zach Hyman, Nemeskov. Some big names. Oh, Chandler Stevenson, Zemgus retired, so we will not have him next season. You will not see that face as we thought. Defensively, losing the likes of Fowler, Hamilton, Ghost Bear, Slavin, Gustafson, Brodin, Lindell, Montour, Matheson, Taze, and the like. In goal, losing, of course, Hellebuck, Leonard, Mrazek, Gillies, Martin, Comrie, Legacy, Dansk, it looks like. And Tulsa, not losing any goalies. All skaters just losing. Oh, Chelaric's losing, going too, buddy. 29 points. Dude, you were a stud this season. I could not ask for more. How many points did he have in this playoff series? He had 8 points in 19 games. He had never played in a playoff series before, and even in the AHL, well, you know what? To be fair, he had only played 9 games and had 4 points in those 9 games. Not terrible. So Peter, thank you for your time. Zemgus as well. Thank you for your time. Chandler as well. Congratulations on your retirement. All right, so we'll advance one more day, and this is where the important stuff happens. Tavares and Scheifele now coaches, and we are losing the goalie coach we just hired, and that looks to be it to retirement. So go to draft class. Oh man, some pretty good medium elite two-ways up there. We are picking in this area. So Winnie needs to be looked at. Reardon. Binaural. I mean, if you're confirmed medium sixes, low elite gem, sniper, and Chichmanic. Rude. Ooh, Stokes is possibly a gem. Mapletoft is a gem. And he's a righty. 4 years out, Yarmelson comparison to 18. I don't want to have you at 22, buddy. Medium starter and Albrecht. .58 defenseman. You know what? He could be a two-way. All right, we're gonna knock it down to 3 here. People that we actually want to know more about. Okay, Nelson Genoway. Mapletoft, we already know everything we need to know about you, and I'm gonna say no. 3 is out. Flurry comparison really tiny though. Not confirmed as a two-way pro release. Yeah, you're a sniper. Mark Hamill. 4 years out. You're a little further down than I want to go. Jaden Winchester. I mean, I just need to confirm. Stokes. Yeah, you're a playmaker or sniper or something. I mean, Jaden, I like what you can do for the team, but I have some concerns, namely your brain and your feet. Daniel Reardon, not good enough. Demetrius Barker, same thing. Binaural, 3 years out at 18, not terrible. Take a little bit more look into you. All right, so it looks like we've got our 3. And obviously, we're going to just start at Nelson. We're going to interview him. All right, play style. Play style. Perfect. Readiness. A year. I don't hate it. But we kind of already knew that. I just wanted to confirm. And then skills. I don't care about your strengths, Nelson. I care about your weaknesses. As long as it's not skating. Physicality. Totally cool with that, Nelson. Thank you so much. Obviously, Nelson is our number 2 from the Victoriaville, whatever the team name is. Obviously, Jaden here is going to be our number 1 choice. So we need to look into play style. Please contribute both sides. Yes. Readiness. And again, what is your weakness, Jaden? If you're going to tell me it's physical, I'm completely understanding. If you tell me it's skating, I'm going to be a little disappointed. If you tell me it's your shot, I'm not going to care. Okay. Okay. And conversation. Yeah, perfect. And then lastly, binaural. Gonna interview him. This is our 3rd choice, I would say, unless you know, you get some a little more exciting. Okay. Few seasons, yeah. So obviously, Brandon, you know, you're our 3rd rounder. Or if you're available in the 2nd round, I would love to take you, but I don't think you will be. Yeah, so basically 2A guys, that's what you're gonna see. Maybe we should focus more on their strengths, and maybe somebody is better as like a sniper or whatever, like has more shooting ability. But we obviously know who we're looking at here. So we'll advance a day and get into this draft. I know this episode is running a little long, and with the draft it will as well, but I'll try and make it as quick as we can. Sim options, Sim to our pick, number 29. And Winchester went 2 picks before to Ottawa. Fantastic. He was an 80 overall, medium 6. Yeah, he would have been great. We didn't really look at any of those people. And honestly, if you could get an 80 to an 81 overall in the top 5, like, can't be too upset by that. All right. Well, we already know who we were interested in. It was not these 2. It was Mr. Nelson Genoway. Nelson, please welcome to the team. 73 overall, a decent consolation prize. In all honesty, with that skating category and everything else, I'm not too disappointed. He is Canadian, however, I believe. Yeah, we signed him out of Canada, the Q. I don't necessarily know how well he's going to fit with the rest of the team in regards to joining the AHL anytime soon. Mark Hamill. Was it Mac Hamill? Mark. No, it is Mark. Justin Fair. No. Gordon Cappy. 4 years out. Cummins. possibly as a right D, who is Louis Vara. There's nobody there like super excites me. I just gotta double check. Tempting. Alright. Who are we gonna pick here? I'm going to go with Cummins, I think. Just because he's a gem. And he is a low 4, 59 overall. Eh. Honestly, it is a weak draft. I'm not too concerned here. I am going to try and snag that goalie just because. Alrighty. Oh shit, do I need to take Syphilito now? Alright, well, we're gonna have to take a look at who we want. So, Osgood, no. Bonk. Everything about you sucks, but you're 3 years out. That's not terrible. Syphilito, 4 years out at 18, 22. All weaknesses. Osgood. 3 years out, possibly at 20. Nope. Shelena. I mean, I have to take the goalie here. High starter. Took a chance. I do want to see kind of where we went with that. Where were we? So Cappy was a 63, medium elite. All right. Oh, fuck me. Did I really have another pick this early? All right, cool. I get Aldrich Bonk that I wanted. 62. There we go. Now I can see who we missed out on. All right, Schumacher, Spencer, Petit. Eastwood, yeah. See, Osgood was a playmaker. I was right. Well, I was wrong, but I knew that we didn't want him. Are you fucking kidding me? I didn't even look at this guy. Not that he's any good, but he's 19. And medium elite, like... Alright. Guess I gotta look through the garbage. Alright, no more goalies. I'm just going to go with Houston here. Low 9 sniper. Hey. I feel like he'll actually make the team anytime, so. Alright, whatever. Time to start sorting this way. You. 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 Nope. Nope. I don't know about you, Turnquist. We'll keep you on there, but I don't know. Alright, Eckford's the same thing. Bryant Eminger. He is probably an elite, but he is going to suck. Alright, let's see. Alright, so honestly, I can pick whoever I want out of everybody here. So I'll save you for you're probably my 7th round pick, Bryant. Okay, that's definitely going to be Tarnquist first. He is a medium bottom 6 2-way. Next round, I am going to snag. Yeah, I don't want Eckford. Yeah, I want Eminger. So we're going to take Eminger here. He's going to be a low elite, but he's a 50 overall sniper. And at 221, where we would have missed Eminger, we are going to take... Alright, Saul Street, the American, is going to get the shot. He is a low bottom 6. And with that, we are done the draft. That was a tough one. We did not get the guy we wanted. We got the 2nd pick, which is fine. And then from there, it wasn't so great. Not much we can do about it. However, that's just the way she goes. Take a quick look at progress reports to see if there's any major growth. Obviously, Volkov, Connor Brown's going down. Dixon now a 78. Love to see it. Ekholm 77. Hamill an 83. Williams a 77. Earl a 79. Olvestad, Modine 84. Korbov. Leach went down. Smith went up. Drosier went up. McCauley. Coronin, Froats is the same. And in the NA down here, anybody doesn't really look like it other than Maddie, who went up. Cool. So yeah, that is it, team. Thank you so much for checking out this episode of Tulsa Boars, 2 ways to win a Draft to Glory franchise. A couple coaches need to get hot signed. A couple scouts. Got some work to do in the off season, but I will deal with that on my own time, and then you will see me next week. Thank you again. I appreciate all y'all. Bye-bye.